that same level that you guys are talking about?
I feel like Tank is like on the older type of side. Like Tank is like the OG. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
like in a certain way, like with what he's doing in boxing
Because y'all came
with
up together. The guys you're mentioning, y'all came up.
yeah. These are guys like we actually like I actually been in like I actually been in tournaments with these guys. These are guys that's like, oh, he's in a weight class lower. Or I'm in the Olympics with Tio, and me and Shakur is going to every tournament. Or Devin is in these tournaments. Like I never seen Tank I never been in no tournament with Tank. Like Tank was already professional while I was still fighting Golden Gloves and shit like that. You feel me?
100%, 100%. Um, what's your reaction on the Spence and Crawford fight? Did you see
I
it
ain't gonna
going
lie.
that
I had
way?
a lot of back and forth about that fight. I was like, damn, like I was kind of iffy. And I was on. When I told Bud like probably like 2 days after the fight, I'm like, damn, like I ain't gonna lie. I had a lot of back and forth thoughts, and I don't know, like the day of, or like the minute like they was about to walk out, I looked at Spence the way he was hitting the pads. I'm just like, he too slow. And then because I was telling, because Gervonta was trying to bet me. He was watching a fight in New York in the 40-40. So he was like fiending the bet. So I'm like, man, he's like, come on, let's bet. I'm telling you, Earl gonna stop Bud. And I'm just like, nah, I don't know. Then when I just was looking at Earl, I'm just like, he looked too slow. And then
So you
I
didn't
just
pull the
thought of,
you didn't pull the trigger on the bet?
no, I did like right before. Like I was like, I'm like, yo, like, damn, like thinking about sparring Terrence at that moment. I'm just like, Terrence know a lot. Like I sparred Terrence and I see him switch up so many different styles. I didn't see Terrence like stay in my face and pressure me. I didn't see him try to box circles around me. Like he's so dimensional. Like even when he sparred Shakur, like he's creative. So from that moment, I was just like, nah, Terrence gonna beat him. And once like the first round, once I seen that Terrence touched him with a jab so easy, I was just like, yeah, like okay, like this should be like a easy night.
Mm,
Yeah,
mm.
I felt like I knew it was gonna be easy from when he touched him with his jab, and when he touched Earl with his jab, and when Earl got Crawford cornered and he was trying to go to his body, Crawford neutralized it. Once I seen that, like game was over. I was like, yeah, he's gonna stop him. Oh, he's gonna beat him. I didn't know he's gonna stop him, but once I seen him getting dropped, I'm like, yeah, Bud is stopping him. So it was like kind of that. But it was a great performance though.
When you was going back and forth with Tank when it comes down to Earl and Crawford, you've been in there with like Crawford, so it's like a lot of people talk about his wrestling background and how physically strong he is, and a lot of people bank off of Errol Spence breaking you down and kind of like imposing his will. Were you one of those guys that was like, nah, Crawford ain't that one soft guy that's just gonna just back down?
Nah, I really don't know like how to fight like, cause you know the crazy thing. The only reason I was like I had it back, the real main reason, like, and this is like real like behind the scenes type shit. Like only reason why I felt like Earl can probably beat Terrence, because I've been growing up with Terrence since like 17, 18, since like I've been sparring Terrence, been around Terrence numerous camps, numerous nights. And I always see and I'll watch him spar guys like me and Shakur, and we'll give him like he obviously he's the veteran, like he's on a different level, but we'll give him good work. Like we'll give him work to where it's like, he's keeping his skills sharp with us. Like we have him thinking. And like I'm like, nah, Earl is like an accomplished champion. Like this dude know a whole different, like he's strong as hell. Like he know, like he might really, like if we giving Terrence good work, like imagine what Earl possibly could do. But then it showed like skills really pay the bills. Like it's about skills, and that's why like and Terrence was smart, like always being in the gym with guys like Shakur, me, Keyshawn, and young talents, and always sparring us for years to years. Because you see, like it was like he finessed Earl. It was like a lot of finesse going on in the ring, the jab, the distance, the defense, the smothering, the turning. It was like a lot of skillful shit going on there. Earl, you could tell Earl probably was always sparring the same type of guys that's there for him to just break down and just beat up on. Where it's like Terrence always telling me, like, I hate sparring guys like you and Shakur because y'all don't sit there for me to hit y'all. Like, y'all not there. So you can
Thinking all the
tell.
time.
It's a thinking game. So he was smart, like, for doing that. But that was the only reason why I felt like Earl could possibly beat him. Because it was just like, nah, we giving him work and we ain't never been to where Earl at. So why Earl can't, like, be able to get it done? You know what I'm saying? But skills paid the bills that night.
A lot of people talk about, it was his time as far as to move up in weight. That he shouldn't have fought at 47. Other people say that the car crash could have affected him, and guys like Ugas and Danny Garcia wasn't able to expose that off of him. Do you believe in the rematch? It's the same thing, a little bit better at 54. And how do you feel as far as what's left in the tank for Errol Spence?
I feel like definitely, like, if I want to be honest, something did seem off about Earl that night. Like even when he was hitting the pads, it looked like he looks extremely slow.
Stiff.
And I looked at it, like when Showtime put it up on the Instagram right before they walked out, I was like, yo, he looks super slow. Um, um, I don't know if something was off, and I don't think that August and them couldn't like bring out, or Danny Garcia couldn't bring out nothing like out of a car crash. Because if you get like, these are championship level fighters. Like, at the end of the day, if it was something really that dramatically wrong with Earl, it would have came out. Like, he had his best performance to date, in my opinion, with Ugas. Like,
Me too.
it was a masterful performance in the pocket. It's just like with boxing, like, it's hard to perform against somebody that's not there to be hit. Like, Floyd showed that numerous nights on the biggest stages. Like, when a person's just not sitting there for you to tee off on them, it's just hard. Like, whoever it is. Like, I hate like, I'm a boxer, and when I'm in the ring with somebody like Shakur, it's like, fuck, like, this dude is just not gonna let me get off on him. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. Like, so I just feel like Terrence was just too skillful, too much like in his bag for Earl. That's all it was. And in the rematch, I just feel like it'll be the same thing.
Right. Right. What you think about your boy? Second knockdown comes, hits him with the